Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Easy Emotional Unknown Easy Old Show. Coming at you extra early in the morning because I could not do it last night. Chop it up with y'all about guerrilla warfare, back to basics, 6th anniversary. It went down in that bitch yesterday. Now let me say this right off bat: if Smack is on CPT time, then guerrilla warfare is on some whole other shit. I mean, yeah, Miss Grace, you gotta aim that better. You know, that shit was so difficult, so difficult. It was a long day, but it ended up being a fairly decent night. So, uh, got there, took forever. It felt like, and I'm thinking I'm gonna be late for something. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually very early. You know what I'm saying? The event was supposed to start at 5. I don't think that bitch started till like 7. Uh, Nigga got bad back, all types of shit. Um, it just, man, it was a long night. But I got to meet a lot of people for the first time. Got to see a lot of people for the first time battle and stuff like that. So I wasn't too upset. It was really good. Got to see a lot of stars. A lot of stars came out surprisingly, and it was pretty good because you got to see them up close and personal, and they was really down to earth. Everybody that I met yesterday, everybody that I was able to see was welcoming. You know what I'm saying? Nobody was standoffish. Nobody was, I'm just here to battle type shit. You know what I'm saying? There was so many people that came out and showed love. So, and it got me to notice that, hey, I'm just a blog out here. That's it. Guerrilla warfare really do their thing when they come out, and the stars really come out as far as the battle rap world, and there was just so much going on. I'm like, man, I really realized how much I really do. I don't do shit compared to them. So salute to guerrilla warfare and what they do, man. The show that they put on and stuff like that. Seen a lot of people from Chicago. A few stars from New York showed up. A few people from St. Louis showed up. That was kind of like some jumped in the battle. Detroit was there. It was a good Midwest scene. A few East Coast rappers there. You know, um, got to see a lot of people up close and personal. Like I said, seen Mac Myron, Ill Will, JC. Um, I kind of get the whole when you rapping against JC how the real feel. I understand the bars now, as the man is yeah, he's something else. So um, got to meet him, very down to earth. Told him that I know I'm definitely happy that he ended up in the top 5 of the champion of the year. Told him he was better than Iron, so I don't know how they put him behind Iron, but we chopped it up for a little bit. He was really welcoming and everything like that. So salute to JC. Ill Will and everybody was great as well. Um, they had the crew with them. Who else was there? You had Katie there. You had Jazz came through. Jazz got a man. I ain't gonna even do that. I ain't gonna salute to Jazz and stuff like that. She came to assist and host and stuff like that. So I had a feeling it was her, but I didn't think, because Chicago chicks kind of look like Jazz. So it's like, okay, that might not be Jazz. So I didn't want to go off of it, but that was actually her. Got to see Jazz rap. Who else was there? What's a couple people? Mr. Mills, of course, had a battle, so he showed up. D.I. the Henny Man, salutes to him. I seen his Black Compass interview. He was there. A lot of people came out. A lot of people thought Verb wasn't gonna make it, but Verb actually showed up. I got to shake the hand of the GOAT, the person that's about to beat Lux severely, make Midwest history and damn near U.S. history, and he's about to make history. Told that man, please go ahead and beat Lux, man. I'm gonna try to get a ticket to Houston. So I got to shake the hand of the GOAT. That was pretty great. Uh, and Goods came with him. Goods came with him. Now, Goods, man, I really, I ain't gonna lie, man. Sometimes you be thinking these people be giants almost because they be on that stage, but them mugs is average height. But no knocks to goods. He came through, man, and showed love. Salute to him. Um, Big T was there. Young Cannon was there. He showed up. Who else? You know, you had Big T Crew there. You had Big Solid True Foe was there. It was a star-studded night as far as the battle rap world. So a lot of people came out that I didn't think I would ever get to meet. You know what I'm saying? I mainly came there to just meet, the people from out of town because I don't get to see a lot of that. I seen Cannon and them perform before, so it was pretty good. Long night though, long night. Once Verb and them went off stage, man, I was gone. I was gone because it was way too long. So let me see if I can get it on the computer real quick rather than having to go to my phone. I got to see a lot of new battlers for the first time. Well, I'm not even gonna say new to me, but been battling for a while on guerrilla warfare and stuff like that. So I think everybody's that performed yesterday, they work is worth checking out because I don't think anybody underperformed yesterday. Um, I really think people came with it. Everybody came with it. Everybody came really. I can't really even complain um, about the battles or anything like that. Uh, Sorry, yeah, I'm typing it in. Nigga don't know how to spell all the time, man. It's early morning. I gotta do this, then hop right back to work. So, good card, but yeah, Miss Gracie that showed up. How you gonna show up to your own event? Well, she might have been there beforehand, but damn, girl, you showed up to your event to me later than I showed up to your event. You know, Dutterman, um, he showed up around 7, so it was crazy. Yeah, I was like, man, I was ready to go to the crib, man. Alright, I'm gonna have to go grab my phone because this shit ain't coming up. I thought it would, but it's not. Yeah, salutes to Heavy Half. Even though that's the homie, I never actually seen him battle. So that was fire. You know, um, car was good, man. The car came out well. I think the only people that didn't battle, or the only battle that didn't go down, was Ty Law versus Rio. It might have went down at the Verb, but I doubt it. I'm pretty sure everybody was out of there once he battled. So uh, the night started off with Desi Baker and versus Viper. Never seen either one before, but fairly decent battle. Fairly decent battle. Um, Desi Baker really had a strong round. I think it was a one rounder. Don't quote me on everything, man, because it was a long night, man. So uh, some of it was a little hard to pay attention to because I was standing like all day, and I get the feel now. You know what I'm saying? The last guerrilla warfare card I went to, it wasn't that bad as far as standing because there were some shares every now and then, but yeah, definitely long time standing. So sometimes I kind of just zoned out and tried to listen the best I could because it was too much. So Desi Baker versus Viper. Uh, Desi had a strong round. Desi had a strong round. Towards the end though, wasn't as powerful. So definitely put on for itself. But Viper started off very kind of standoffish. So he was really calm and cool and collected like the first part of the round, but he turned up at the end. Like he had the crowd going um, towards the end. So I think Desi Baker used kind of all his style points. There was a lot of anime references and stuff like that. I thought it would be more Rhyme Zone references, but there wasn't. But Desi Baker definitely had a Rhyme Zone reference, so I thought there would be two things that would happen a lot yesterday. I thought there would be Rhyme Zone references and R. Kelly references, but there actually wasn't a lot. It was more a lot of anime references and stuff like that. So off of first watch, and I'm going off of first watch and first feel and stuff like that. And no, I didn't write down any bars or anything like that. I couldn't really catch too much. But I had Viper winning that one. And once all the videos drop and stuff like that, you'll see why. Off of first watch, I don't really think I'm gonna change my opinion on that one because I thought Desi Baker did pretty well, but he definitely kind of fizzled out at the end. But a strong round nonetheless. Then you had j.ownz versus 1-3 Jinx. Now, when I seen 1-3 Jinx the last time, and I forgot who it was against, but he really showed up. He really showed up. In this battle with j.ownz, he didn't really seem like he wanted this battle. I could be wrong, but that's the way it seemed. So once he got up there, it was a 3-round battle. I remember 3-round battle, and yeah, it didn't seem like Jinx was too really on it. It almost seemed like he didn't want to do it. So I don't know where that came from. I think it might have just been a battle that j.ownz asked for. So it's like I give him a shot. 1-3 Jinx actually got some fire. First 2 rounds, Jinx was kind of light on his bars. I think his second round was actually fairly decent. I think he might have been freestyling a little bit. Kept talking about how j.ownz was a homeless motherfucker that just needed the bag from guerrilla warfare and ain't really even making the money. But j.ownz surprised me, you know what I'm saying? Because I really thought Jinx had this one wrapped up just because of his last one. His first round was really light. I think I liked his second round, but I think Jinx jerseyed the second round towards the end. So j.ownz, he really came with some fire. His first 2 rounds was really fire. He had a lot of good content. For a first showing of seeing him, I would watch him again. Rounds was kind of long-winded from j.ownz. Jinx finished up kind of quickly, but rounds was kind of long-winded for j.ownz. But I think that was a lot of the reaction and shit like that. Let 70 Wild Hunters tell it. Shit, Jinx got that motherfucker 2-1, but I think j.ownz got it 2-1. I got j.ownz in the first and the second. The third, Jinx turned up. He actually showed the Jinx that I seen the last time, and he took that round. He definitely took the third. So, fire battle. It was just a little long because that nigga been standing there for a very long time. So it was crazy. Then the next matchup that came was Scully versus Cupocalypse. Let me tell you this. Two white boys that went at it for real. The only thing about it was a 1-round battle, but it felt like it was long as fuck. These niggas felt like, I swear, I think they probably had a 5-minute round, but it felt like they was rapping for fucking 10 minutes apiece, man. I mean, like, I really would have to watch the battle again. I don't really have to because I feel like Scully was going off, so I really was gonna give it to Scully regardless. But I really got to go back and listen to Apocalypse because Scully rapped for a while, like really a while. Like uh, Mental DI was in there, and he was like, "Bro, this is one long ass one rounder. Like it was long." Okay? So uh, I got to hear majority of what Scully was talking. He was talking some shit. He was talking. He used the you're the white boy wanker around here and stuff like that. Trying to appropriate a culture that you don't have to and stuff like that. So he used that angle on Apocalypse, and Apocalypse came back with kind of with a rebuttal with stuff like that. He tried to freestyle greatly, but I ain't gonna lie to you, I wasn't really paying too much attention because it was just like it was so long, man. But he did show up. He did show up. I don't think he had enough though. I don't think he had enough. Even though for a second watch, I probably gonna feel like he didn't have enough. And it wasn't because of the gas in the room. It was really because Scully was really talking to the man. You know what I'm saying? So, I think Scully took that one off the one round. Then it was Showstopper versus Boo Man the Hustler. Uh, Now, after the Scully Apocalypse battle, motherfuckers decided to take an intermission. I don't know how you take an intermission off a battle that's already 2 hours past the time that it was supposed to start. But niggas gonna be niggas, so they took a motherfucking intermission. I'm like, man, I'm about to bounce, man. I'm telling motherfuckers luckily I want to see Verb, man, because I was about to bounce. I was so tired, man. I was tired as ever. I got tired of standing and man, I was leaning on everything and trying to do what I could to stay there. So, um, Showstopper and Boo Man went on about I think about maybe 5, 10 minutes later. But you gotta understand, it was hot in that motherfucker. It's cool to smoke until everything around you get hot. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so many lighters going around, so many people lighting up and smoking and stuff like that. So eventually, a room get hot in a motherfucker, man. Like motherfucker was sweating in the cold. It was cold outside, but man, it was hot in that fucking room. So that made it even worse. Like man, man, I gotta not only wait for battles to happen, I gotta be sweaty and all this other stuff and it wasn't fun, but like I said, I got to see certain people, so I wasn't too mad. Showstopper versus Boo Man was a 3-round battle, and it's really close. It's really close. I think people probably gonna have this as a debatable one once it dropped. Um, Off of um, first watch, I think I had. I'm trying to remember. I think I had Showstopper in the first and the last round and third round. Because I think Boo Man had a lot of energy and a lot of stuff going on. His second round was really good. I'm pretty sure it was the second round that was really good. And this was, I ain't gonna lie, this was the battle where I was like, I kind of tuned out a little bit because I was so fucking tired. Um, but yeah, that one happened. I gave it to Showstopper 2-1 off of first watch. Pretty decent battle. You should definitely check those two out. Boo Man the Hustler and Showstopper. Um, you know what? I made a mistake. I think actually when we got back, it was JC versus King Crash, and they won around. But nonetheless, Showstopper and Boo Man was still a good battle. Now, JC versus King Crash, and I was really excited to see that one. You know what I'm saying? King Crash has been doing his thing in the city, and he got some fire battles, man. He talked that shit. He almost could be considered the Geechee Gotti of Chicago because he talked that real shit a lot of the time, and I love his battles and stuff like that. So if y'all haven't seen him, check him out, King Crash, Guerrilla Warfare. But he went against JC. JC started off. Had a fire round, really solid, really consistent and stuff like that. But it came up a little short. Uh, and I think it's just like an overview of King Crash and stuff like that. And he had some good bars in there. I salute him and stuff like that. Like I said, he was really down to earth brother, and it really worked out fairly good for him. So that was pretty good. But it wasn't enough to beat King Crash. I will not lie. It wasn't enough. When it started for King Crash, he was going kind of, you know, he picked up the pace as the battle went. Um, Sometimes I can't give it to people just because they rap longer. You know what I'm saying? It really got to be the content that sticks with me. That's why I always say when people bring up the Clips battle, yeah, Clips versus X Factor. I always say you got to go back and listen to X Factor because I think people get a lot of that from just Clips going over 20 minutes and stuff like that. And, you know, he was talking, but I don't think he did better than X just because he rapped longer. So, um, King Crash definitely had more content. JC came up a little short on his content, but it was still a solid round. It wasn't like he didn't give any less than 100%. But King Crash definitely had some stuff. He had one of those Geechee Gotti third round types round. And, you know, it was only in one rounder, so um, definitely a difference. Definitely a difference. Really turned up at the end. He had a powerful bar about his homie passing, you know, RP to his homie in jail and how stuff work out here and just everything. He bought it all together in the end. So definitely gave it to King Crash. But JC was a formidable, important opponent. I actually think a couple of people are gonna have JC winning, and if they do, I'm not mad at that. Um, the next bout was my homie Heavy Half versus Mega the Savage. Um, from what Heavy Half told me, he's a young boy coming up on the scene. That's worth checking out. You know what I'm saying? He said he was a threat, so he definitely was willing to take him, and definitely showed out on him. So I got Heavy taking, and this is the thing because I can't exactly remember which round it would be. I think it's the first, but a lot of people say he won the second. Heavy definitely won, but I'm trying to see which round Mega. I feel like Mega won. I guess I'll give him the second round. Heavy wasn't as strong in the second round with stuff. You could tell he kind of been out of it for a little bit, so he kind of got winded at towards the end of his second. If I had to give him a round, I would give Mega the second round. It was very, very strong battle from him. Don't let me get you confused. He definitely had a strong second round. A strong battle overall. Like he was talking, and I generally think he don't like certain mods because he was coming at True Foe like the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Like really strong. Very competitive, very aggressive. Um, but Heavy Half showed why Guerrilla Warfare is his stage. You know what I'm saying? Why you can't just come up there and talk shit to him, expect to win, and shit like that. He definitely got the man. He sunned the man a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. Um, he hit the goods angle on the man, and he talked to Miss Gracie as well. You gotta give me my respect. Respect is due. Just like it's earned. So I definitely got Heavy in that with no bias. I mean, once you check out the battle, although Heavy my boy, I think he really did solid. I think he won the battle. Like I said, if I had to give him a round, I would give the second round because I felt like Heavy came kind of light in that one. So he wasn't talking as much, but Mega the Savage is definitely worth checking out. I don't know what he got going against True Foe, but he really ate the nigga. He said he beat the nigga, so it was funny to see. But I can't. I will admit I'm not good at following a lot of this shit. So the backstories, I don't know every backstory. Battle rap is so crazy now that I can't follow every backstory. But um, then I believe you had Mr. Mills versus Nick G. They actually might have been before Heavy Half and Megan the Savage. But like I said, and last night was kind of long, so sorry if I'm saying it wrong, at least in the wrong order. But I definitely remember the bout. So um, yeah. So Mr. Mills versus Nick G was a one rounder, and I will say that's definitely gonna be a battle that has to be rewatched. I think it was very close. Uh, Again, man, I was kind of running out of gas, so I didn't catch everything. I ain't gonna lie. Nick G rapped for a while, quite a while, and it's like, man, I'm ready to get up out of here. So I was trying to listen. He definitely had some content. I won't lie, he had some content. I think some people might say he took it. Listening to the content as best I could. I think I had Mr. Mills taking that one. But I think off of another watch, it might be closer than I think. So um, when y'all check that one, that was a definitely good one rounder. It's just I'm telling you, man, I was there for a long time, so it was hard to listen to certain bouts, and I wanted to listen, but it was just like, man, fuck that. Um, Then we had next Ill Will versus Pyrex, and that was a one rounder. Really good battle. Really good battle. Man, Ill Will had some bars. Mac Myron jumped into the battle, and he spit around and stuff like that, and it was really good. It was really good. I love seeing Ill Will live for the first time. So it was all love in there. They definitely showed some love. I thought that although at the end of the Ill Will round he was bogus, for throwing a shot at Harold, but Mozzie had to stop saying, Harrods is so crazy out here. Depending on which Harrods you go to, because some Harrods be cheap and skimpy on shit, you know what I'm saying? So, um, if anything, if you're going to send anybody anywhere out here, you either send them to Maxwell's, which is pretty much a dirty burger, or you send them to motherfucking Mr. Taco King. I mean, not Mr. Taco. Mr. Jerk Taco, man. That's where you send them, because they should be fire, and you get a lot of fucking food for a little bit of money. So, if anything, you send them there. Like, I got to stop sending them to places that people done talked about, like, because Harold's ain't crazy, but you can find a Harold's where it's some fire-ass food. So, yeah, didn't nobody like the whole finish to Ill Will's bout, but he definitely came strong. But Pyrex definitely took that one to me. Definitely took that one to me. He definitely came with a strong round on Ill Will and stuff like that. And he had a lot of bars about Team Hami and stuff like that, and how Muzz be going on Twitter and all that, and Facebook and everything like that. It was a fire battle from Pyrex. I definitely came into that one thinking Ill Will was gonna win that one, but I had to give it to Pyrex. Uh, Towards the end, Sammy Wild Hunters jumped in. It was decent. I think y'all gonna like that bout. A lot of people might have Ill Will winning, but I'm not mad at that if they do. But I think Pyrex took that one definitely. Um, like I said, I got to shake the ghost's hand right before he went on the stage with goods and everything like that against Gage. Now, a lot of people, it's questioning Verb. And the main question is, will he be ready for a Lux? You know what I'm saying? And I thought that I was wondering what was gonna get, but Verb looked confident in everything. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people might say, well, he showed up for this one round, but couldn't do the Iron Solomon battle. Like I said in the blog that I made, that got messed up. Man, Verb has to focus, and I think he already wrote for Gage pretty much right after Mook. So I think he kind of had that battle already kind of locked into his mind, and it was already a go. So um, I'm salute to him for showing up and showing out. Uh, Him versus Gage was definitely worth the wait, man. I mean, all that struggle time was worth the wait. So um, I was happy to see the battle. I was happy to see a confident Verb, a very confident Gage and stuff like that. And right now, Gage actually got the city kind of on lock. So if you come through the city and you need a main event battle, you're looking for Gage. So um, it was solid. It was solid on both ends. On both ends, you got a great battle. You got a great battle. Um, Now, I would have to say, Gage definitely bought the quality and content. I love the way he was rapping. I love the way he was talking to the man. He definitely tried to big boy him and stuff like that. It was kind of hard to do with her. Gave him his props and stuff like that, but at the same time, was telling him, man, like, I'm that nigga out here. It don't matter. I like. He had one round. One part of his round was it was fire, man. He said something about and this is why I gotta start writing stuff down, like Mug said, but something about 100,000, 100,000 took a 5-hour flight for talking to talk for 5 minutes, like on some bullshit. It was a mean ass bar. So, um, fire battle from him, fire, 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 fire. And then Verb goes, and you just see, man, this is a different Verb, man. I mean, this Verb is confident out of this world, and I love it, man, because this Verb knows where he's at, knows what he planned for. He finally got, and he's just comfortable right now. He's just comfortable. He started out fire, you know what I'm saying? Started out with, just a great bar, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, this is what I do. You know what I'm saying? This is where I come from, and this is where it's taking me. And so it don't matter what you talking about. The only way this battle works is because of Verb. And he was talking to Gage. I was loving the last battle of the night. Perfect way to end it. Perfect way to end it. Now, if I had to give it to somebody, I'm gonna edge it to Gage. Let me tell you, edge it to Gage. And it was not. It was not a body. It was not a Verbs was terrible or nothing like that. And I guarantee you, once the battle come out, probably gonna be a majority of Verb. But I had Gage in that room. It was Chicago in there. You definitely weren't gonna get that get that off regardless. But Verb came with it, man. Verb came with it. So it was a fire battle, a good end to the night. You know what I'm saying? I definitely got my money's worth eventually. But yeah, man, it was a great card. It was a great card. All the battles on there was fire. Go check out everybody on the list. You know what I'm saying? They battles, and trust me, when it drops, man, y'all gonna love it. Y'all gonna love it. So that was my recap. I know it wasn't real quick. I thought it would be. For Back to Basic 6, Guerrilla Warfare. Salutes to them again. They put a lot of work in Chicago, and I'm just a blogger now. Like it should. That's all I can see myself as. I don't even see myself as any more than that. So I'm gonna get up out of here. I appreciate anybody that checked me out. Salutes to everybody that checked me out on my Champion of the Year blog. I'm definitely probably gonna do another one once I get the time. Because yeah, that blog was weak as far as the video quality, everything. So. But I still appreciate everybody that checked me out, everybody that commented, everybody that's talking about it and stuff like that. Salutes to everybody. Just appreciate y'all checking me out. I'm going to get up out of here, though. This is your boy, Easy Most Known Unknown. He's yo, so out of here.